Hi class, Sarah here. I was doing some thinking and realized I did not cover as much material about Microsoft Word as I wanted to during our class on Wednesday. So what I'm deciding to do is I'm going to actually walk through the entire first project for you as a gift, but also as a way to demonstrate and teach you more of the tools inside Microsoft Word that I did not get to cover on Wednesday. So making this video, I will talk a little bit fast, but the beauty of a video is you can pause it and go over it as much as you like. And I will upload this before the weekend so that those students who might struggle through the weekend have a little bit of extra help. So you can see I have both the instruction open on the left and the starter file on the right. I've already named the file with the number 2. So one of the things that I like to do is as I complete a step inside the instruction file, I come inside of here and I highlight the step. So that's this step right here. Renaming it from 1 to 2. I can highlight it and then I can actually choose this highlight tool to actually show that I've already completed this step. That's my own way of like crossing off the items. The other way to do it, Control Z, is I can actually highlight this, and in the font panel, when I expand the font panel, which I did show in class, there is an option to strike through. You can actually draw a line through it. Click OK. But that's a few extra steps. Control Z. So I'm just going to use the highlight option to know that I've completed that step. All right. The other thing you always want to do when you're working in Microsoft Word is you want to turn on that Show Hide button. So that's that backwards P so that I can see all the hidden characters. And you can see here is the document. It's 2 pages. Over here is the instructions. And this is what we're going to be creating. So they show you an example. It's 1 page and you can see it's formatted differently. So let's go ahead and work through these steps and I will teach as we go along. All right. So we work at the financial aid department and we're creating a flyer. And so we're going to do some formatting. So the first thing we want to do is change the document theme to Office. So I come over here and on the design ribbon, here's the themes button and I want to choose Office. And you can see if I don't have a theme chosen, you can see that the text and fonts look different. The minute I highlight the Office theme tile, you can already see the fonts and the color starting to change. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. I've completed that step. And then what happens is one of the features of Microsoft Word is when you highlight some text in the document, you get this mini toolbar. It's a floating toolbar that has some very commonly used tools. So you can see the highlight options right here. So I don't even have to go all the way up here. I can just choose it right off that mini toolbar. Boom. All right, the next step is change the document theme colors to red. So what you're going to see is I come over here on the design ribbon and I'm just going to choose red from the drop-down list. And the minute I do that, you should see the colors of the font start to change. Done. Cross that off. Boom. All right, easy. Second step, this is something I did not show in class on Monday. The next thing we want to do is change the margins to narrow. The margins are the top left, bottom and right edges that you don't usually see any text printed into. So to change the spacing of the margins, you can find that on the layout ribbon. And you'll see there's a button called Margins. And there's a default called narrow. That's what we're looking for, where it sets the margins to 1/2 inch on each side. So watch what happens to this text when I click this button. Boom. You can see the text spreads out a little bit, spaces out. And that actually is how it makes it 1 page, or starting to get the content to be on 1 page. All right, we're going to cross that one out. Done. Next step is dealing with the picture. Make the picture of the students more eye-catching and suitable for the layout as follows. First, resize the picture to a height of 2.5 inches. So the first thing you want to do is you want to select the picture. That means I'm going to click on it one time. And remember, once I do that, you get the picture ribbon that opens up here at the end. And then because I have my windows side by side, the menu isn't fully pulled out. So you get these shorter icons. So you might have to you will have to search for the tools you're looking for, and you'll need to pause on them and wait for the tooltip to appear so you can find the tool that you're looking for. All right, well, we want to resize it. The easiest way to do it is they're giving us a number, 2.5 inches height. So right up here on the picture ribbon, here is the height box, shape height. So I can actually click in here and type in 2.5. That's all I have to do. Press enter. Boom, makes the picture smaller. And now we have our flyer at 1 page. All right, let's cross that out. And as we're going along, I'm just going to click my save icon for my document just to make sure I'm saving it as I go. All right, we're still working on the picture, so my picture is still selected. This next step is apply the center shadow rectangle picture style. So we're looking for a style. This allows us to add some special formats to the picture. So I'm actually going to pull my Word document down so we can actually minimize this in the background. Okay, so just so you can see the full document, I want to show picture styles is a panel on this ribbon. Remember, I let you know you can identify the different sections of the ribbon based on the names at the bottom. So there's actually a portion of the Picture Tools format ribbon called Picture Style. That's what it's looking for. So you want to find the clue of the step that you're being asked to complete. So read the full sentence and kind of it's giving you a clue of what it's looking for. So you're going straight to a picture style. So let's go ahead and dock these back side by side. All right, so I am right up here. So where did that menu go to? That becomes quick styles is what we're looking for. And there's a full gallery of different styles that you can hover your cursor over to look for. And I believe, which one is it? Center shadow rectangle picture style. Center shadow rectangle picture style. So it's this one. Also, I could have scrolling down on the instructions to kind of look to see. So it's starting to look very similar. All right, next step is we're going to also apply a glow 5-point brown accent color 6-1 glow picture effect. Again, it might be hard for you to figure out where picture effects are. So first of all, here's that gallery, by the way, this that we just did with the picture styles. Here's that more button, and it lets us see all the different styles there are. Here is picture effects. That's what I'm looking for. But when our documents are, wrong screen. There we go. Boom. Like that. When our documents are side by side, the menus become smaller. So we're looking for picture effects. That's this guy right here. And then I want to have a glow. So I'm going to go down to glow, and then it's saying 5-point brown accent color 6. So that looks like brown. And that's glow 18-point brown accent color 5. So that's going to be 6, but I don't want 18-point, I want 5-point. So glow 5-point brown accent color 6, that matches the instructions. Boom, and you can see it adds a little bit of color behind it. All right, moving along, saving my document. Almost at the bottom of page 1. Here we go. Step 4. Draw attention to the flyer's headline paragraph, financial aid workshops as follow. All right, so it talks about paragraph spacing before and after. This is something I did not talk about in class, so I'm going to tease it out a little bit. So basically, paragraph spacing deals with this paragraph mark. So every time you press the enter key on your keyboard, you can have space above and below it. So see how there is like some white space below this paragraph mark, and you can actually see it. If we go to the layout ribbon, you'll see here is some of the spacing options. This is one place we can do spacing options. And you can see right here that there's a spacing after of 12 point, okay? That means that there's 12 points of blank space after this paragraph mark before the next line of text begins. All right, so it wants us to change the paragraph spacing before to 12 point. Draw headline, financial aid workshop. So we want to do headline paragraph, yeah, this one. Oh, it's right there. Hello. All right, so here we go. Financial aid workshop. So you can see there's no spacing before and after. We want to set the paragraph spacing before to 12 and after 6 point. Watch what happens to this area above and below when I change the spacing. So the before is going to be set to 12. I can use these spinners to spin it up to 12. See how it added some space above it? And then we want the after to be 6 point. It's adding a little bit of space below. So paragraph spacing deals with the space that appears above and below a paragraph mark or where you press the enter key. All right, those 2 lines are done. The next one says change the case to uppercase. So we want all those letters to be in all capitals. You could easily delete the text, turn on the all caps, and type the text in. That seems like a lot of effort when I could go to the home ribbon. And right over here, if you search around where it says change case, there are some options for you. Look at that uppercase. Oh my gosh, it's like magic. Okay, we finished that one. The last step is to change the font size to 28. Well, it's set to 24. There's 28 right there. Boom, makes it bigger. We're going to cross that out, and then we're going to do a little comparison. Looking good, looking good. I'm getting there. And so this is how I expect you to be progressing through these assignments. Of course, I probably should have said at the very start of this that you hopefully have done the simulation first before you've done the practice, because that sets you up to complete this assignment. All right, we're almost done. We're on the second page. Yay. All right, step 5. Copy the text Avery University from the heading paragraph beginning financial aid department at the top of the page, and then paste it in the blank paragraph after the financial aid workshop's headline. Okay, copy the text Avery University from the heading paragraph right up here. All right. Nope, Avery University. From the financial aid department. There we go. That's what I wanted. That Avery University. And then we're going to copy. Is that what we're doing? Yep, we're going to copy. So I'm going to do a Control-C. If you're on a Mac, you do a Command-C. That copies it to the clipboard. I'm going to put my cursor right down here, that blank paragraph mark under financial aid workshops, and press Control-V as in Victor to paste it in. So again, having that Show Hide button turned on, this backwards P, really helps you with the instructions you're given to make sure you're placing the text or whatever they want you to do in the right spot. All right. Okay, step 6, bold the date, Monday, November 8th, in the paragraph that begins Monday, November 8th, to use the same formatting as the other dates. So we want to just highlight Monday, November 8th, and we're going to press bold. Super easy. Right? Easy. Okay, step 7, create a bulleted list beginning with the paragraph Monday, November 8th at 7 p.m. and ending with the paragraph individual meetings to 4 p.m. to make the date paragraphs easier to read. So we're going to start with Monday, November 8th, and 8th at 7 p.m. Oh, and we're ending with individual meetings to 4. So we're just going to make a bulleted list. Boom, click the bullets. And if I was unsure, which I am, there, just making sure I'm getting the right text. That is correct. Yep, there we go. Ah. Actually, I might change that a little bit, give us a little bit more room here. Okay. All right, where are we? All right, boom, boom, boom. Triple click. Remember, selects the whole paragraph. All right, step 8. Oh, actually, I'm going to come over here and save my file just so I practice good saving habits. All right, step 8. Add the words requesting the to the paragraph beginning the workshop present so that it reads the workshop presents guidelines for requesting the following types of financial aid. So we find the paragraph beginning the workshop presents right here so that it reads the workshop presents guidelines for requesting, or we're going to add requesting the, oops, the, come on Sarah, spell it correctly, workshop guidance requesting the following types of financial aid. Boom, easy. This step is just making sure you know how to type some text in. Very easy. All right, step 9, italicize the text often with interest in the paragraph beginning loans. So we come down here, here's loans. We want to italicize often with interest. Here it is, often with interest. And I could just click italics right there, right on the quick access toolbar. Easy peasy. All right, step 10, delete the unnecessary sentence. Jobs are usually available on campus in the paragraph beginning work study. So we have work study. And then this is the sentence we want to get rid of. Jobs are usually available on campus. Backspace. Backspace one more time to get rid of that extra mark. Whoops. All right, select that. Boom. Step 11, emphasize the workshop list from the paragraph beginning grants to the paragraph beginning work study as follows. So I'm going to highlight this text because they want us to change it or modify it. Change the font of the text in the workshop to Trebuchet MS. I'm sure I did not say that correctly. So we're going to come up here. Now here's a little tip for you. I can start scrolling to the T's, or if I just type a T on the keyboard, it takes me to the T's, and then I can go a little bit faster. Oh, I already went so fast I went past it. RST. Where did you go? Come on, Sarah. Trebuchet, right there. There we go. And then we want to, and it's still selected because I still have another step. Change the font color of the text in the workshop to dark red, accent 1, darker 25%. And they actually tell you how to find it. So that's really nice. So I'm going to come up here to font color and it says it's the 5th column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th column, 5th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I hover, it gives me dark red, accent 1, darker 25%. That's it. Yep. Boom. Done. All right, matches. And to do a check, scroll down. Still looking pretty good. Very good, very good. Some of this stuff I did cover in class, but some I didn't. And I was thinking about it, and that's why I wanted to make this video. All right, step 12. Draw attention to the web address on the paragraph beginning complete financial aid guidelines as follows to make that information easy to find. First, remove the hyperlink from the web address www.avery.cengage. So this is a hyperlink and it's super easy to remove. Just make it not a hyperlink. We can do it a couple of different ways. You can right click on it and choose remove hyperlink. That's probably the fastest and easiest. So that's how I'm going to do it. And then it says apply the text effect orange accent to, it's telling you where it is, to the web address www.blah blah 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 blah. Okay, so I'm going to select that text. And then it wants me to apply the text effect, not a font color, but a text effect. So a text effect is the fuzzy blue A. That's why you have to, when you're completing these assignments, you want to take your time to read the step and really kind of figure out what they're asking you. And it's going to guide you to where to find the tool you're looking for. So I know text effects are the fuzzy blue A. So now I'm going to find orange accent 2, and it actually tells me it's sixth color, first row in the outline section of text effects and typography. So actually they want me to go to outline section. That's what they're looking for, not because we're under text effects. We go to outline, and then they're looking sixth column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, first row, and that's orange accent 2, orange accent 2. That's what's looking for. Personally, I think that looks terrible. I would never make a web address look like that, but this is an assignment that's kind of teaching you how to use some of the different formatting skills. And if we want to be totally sure, you can see they have the next step. We're going to put this fill color behind it, but you can see it kind of looks a little orange and fuzzy. So we are matching that. That looks good. All right, so we did these 2 steps. Boom. All right, couple more, 3 more steps to go. We're almost done. Very nice. Let's save this file. Okay, step 13, format the paragraph beginning complete financial aid guidelines as follows. This is that paragraph right here. All right, it says center the paragraph. So actually I'm going to select it. This is the way I like to select a lot of text in a Word document. Sometimes it's easier just to pull your cursor out to the left edge. All right, so I selected it, and then I want to center it. Boom, that's easy. We learned that one in class. It's right up here, the alignment on the paragraph panel. And then it says apply paragraph shading, dark red, accent 1, lighter 80% to the entire paragraph. So while this is selected, we want to fill it with color. And right up here on the home ribbon in the paragraph panel, here is the shading button. It looks like a paint bucket tool. And so we're just going to dump some color right behind it, and we want to dump in dark red, accent 1, lighter 80%, fifth column, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth column, second row, 1, 2, dark red, accent 1, lighter 80%. Boom, and there you go. And as we've scrolled back and forth, you should be like, okay, yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right, done with this one. 2 more to go. All right, step 14, insert a picture as follows to balance the layout of the page. Insert in the blank line at the bottom of the page, insert that file. I already downloaded all the files. This is the blank line or blank paragraph. That's where it wants you to go. So remember, wherever your cursor is in the document, when you insert a picture, that's where it's going to go. So we want to insert a picture. So I'm going to go to the insert ribbon, and I'm going to choose pictures. And I recognize my version of Word doesn't look exactly like yours, but it's working the same way. And that picture is actually saved in my downloads. I downloaded it before I started this video. That's it right here. So I double click it, boom, it puts it in. Uh-oh, it's on the second page. So, but they want us to resize it to a height of 1 inch. So while my picture is selected, you can see the format ribbon has already opened up. So let's just change the height to 1, and I can just highlight it and type a 1. And you can see it resized it and automatically put it on the bottom of the first page, and our document goes back to being 1 page long. All right, boom. All right, the last step, finish the flyer by adding a page border. We did not do this in class. So first I'm going to save my file. All right, select a dotted page border, the second border in the styles list. All right, on the home ribbon, in the paragraph panel, there is a borders button. And if I drop the, if I click the option button, you will see I can actually wherever my cursor happens to be in the document, as I start to float over, you should see some little lines appearing, right? So you can see it's actually going around that picture at the top. I don't like that. If I were to highlight this text, this isn't part of the assignment, I'm just doing a little teaching, and I go to that borders, you can see I can start to add lines around different types of text. But I actually don't want to put a border around text. I want to put it around the whole page. So there's two ways to get to that tool. I can open the borders button and scroll all the way to the bottom and open borders and shading. And you will see this is a dialog box. It has 3 different tabs. I can add borders as text. I can do a page border. That's what we're looking for. Or I can also shade. I can fill color into different parts of the document. I'm going to hit cancel. The other place to find the page border is on the design ribbon. There's a giant button called page border. I click it. This is that same dialog box, but it just has the page border tab highlighted. Here's the borders, page border, shading. All right, we're going to work from here. So we want to add a page border. It says select a dotted page border. That's the second border in the styles list. That is this guy right here. And what's happening is you'll see a little preview to the right. That preview is showing you what you're building. So you want to keep your eye on it. We're actually going to come back to this tool in other assignments coming up. It says change the border color to brown accent 5. All right, color is right here. So I'm going to choose brown accent 5, 9th column. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, first row. So brown accent 5, boom, brown accent 5. It might be hard to see on the video, but this did change color here. And then the last one says change the width of the border to 1.5 points. So right now it's a 0.5 point. I go to 1.5, and now you can really see that dot, right? I click OK, and boom, I have that nice thin dotted border that goes around the entire document. If I want to compare it, look at that. They look pretty close. I'm crossing my fingers, hoping I'm getting an A on it. Hopefully I get an A. We'll see. Hopefully I get 100%. Now, you should notice at the bottom, your document will have a footer in there. This file was created for me, Sarah, because I downloaded it from my account. Your file will have your name in it. Do not remove that. That is the identifier so that when it grades properly. All right, so we finished our file. Let's see what happens. I save my file. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of the instructions. And I'm going to save it. I want to save all that, the highlighting I did. I'm going to exit out of my Word document. And then I'm going to bring Mine tab right here on the screen where I'm recording. So it says drag and drop the file here, or I can click on the box. My file is in the downloads. That's where I was working. So I'm going to go ahead and double click that. If you get any kind of error message at this stage, that likely means one of two things. One, you're not using your file, but I'm sure you're all using your own files. So more than likely, you did not save the name correctly. It has to match this name exactly. Okay, otherwise it will not accept the document. I click submit. It graded it. It's now been graded, and you have no idea what your grade is unless I check in Canvas. And if you missed, you have no idea what points you missed. So how do I see that? I click this graded summary report. It downloads a document. This one right here. I'm gonna open it up. It actually downloads the instructions, and then it'll give you your grade. So in this, I showed this in class on Wednesday. I'm going to turn off that show high. It's easier to read. I scored 50 out of 50. Yay. That's good. Well, I taught it a bunch of times. But if it said, let's say 48 out of 50, right? I would actually see an error message in here. It would highlight something in red, and it would tell me what was wrong. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm the teacher, let me just show you what it looks like if you missed something. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open up the assignment. This one. And let's say I did not turn this into bullets. I'm going to undo the bullets, okay? So let's see what happens if I save this. It's wrong now. Now we all know it's wrong. I'm going to save it. All right. And I'm going to, I have to refresh the page if I want to resubmit it. So I click that refresh button up there, click start. And let's see, let's upload the same file, but we know we made a mistake. Let's see what happens when we do that. That one. Submit. Okay. And then I'm going to click my graded summary report. It downloads another one. Open that up. And you can see, okay, yay, I missed something. You can see I got 47 out of 50. Okay, what did I miss? I scroll down and then you'll see in the assignment it says this paragraph should be formatted with bullets. So it's actually telling you you did not format out as a list. And if you're a visual person, you can also scroll down to the picture and it will also tell you where you made the mistake. Okay, so definitely always download your graded summary report so you can read what's happening. And remember, you get 2 chances to turn the assignment in. If you have any questions about this, please send me an email over the weekend. I'm happy to help you. Hopefully you guys will see this video. There won't be any closed captioning with it, but if a student needs a closed captioning, let me know and I'll generate that for you over the weekend. This video is ending at around 25-minute mark, so thank you for sticking with it. Hopefully it helps, and actually I know it will help if you follow along with it, and I will see you in class on Monday. Thank you.